beverage, French fries, mac and cheese, coleslaw, or stewed tomatoes, and a dessert. The family rate for parents and children is a $45 maximum. Carryouts are available. For more information, go online to St. Peter, that's stpeter-libertytownmd.org. To learn about this event and more, go to WTHUradio.com. At Cool Oldies 1450, we care about our community and you. We interrupt your regular programming to bring you this special AM 1450 live sports broadcast.
Baseline drive, left-hander off the glass, and rolls in and out again. I can't tell you how many times that ball has rolled inside the rim and rolled right back out. I think there's like some magnetic flux in the universe going on.
It's at least the third or fourth time that's happened this game.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Into the basket, wild shot. He had Genius who's now yelling at him coming down the court. Meanwhile, the Bears come the other way. Colin Schlee with an amazing run. Dylan Bernie up and scores. So on the defender, I take an extra step back from him. I saw him trying to discover and just dare him to keep shooting. Let him play on. Lose and go home. Fourth quarter, playoffs. Gut check time for both teams. Let's see who's got the guts to step up.
And a happy Thursday evening to you. We've got some exciting playoff boys basketball for you right here live on the radio. My name is Michael Betteridge. I'll be doing your play-by-play. Joined here on the balcony above the Walkersville Lions basketball court, Coach Rick Little. The Walkersville Lions host the Middletown Knights, and this is a battle for the 2A Region 2 title. That's right. Winner of this game will take the regional title home. The plaque will be put into their case, and they will display it proudly. Coach, what do you think the key to this game is going to be?
The key to this game is going to be the first team to 50 points. I'm just kind of throwing it out there early. We watched Walkersville struggle against a 2-3 zone from Poolsville. The opponents tonight, Middletown Knights, only give up 53 a game, so defensive battle.
All right, we'll step aside for the anthem. All right, there we go, the national anthem, and we're ready for some great high school basketball. This has been a marathon week for our radio station. This is our fourth straight broadcast in a row. We started out the 1A girls, then the 2A boys, then the 4A girls, and tonight back to the 2A boys.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you're a basketball fan, there's no better time of year.
It's a great week.
In Maryland, a great week, the way they alternate the boys and the girls games, and they just keep it going. And with Frederick County always being so strong in both boys and girls basketball, we're expected to move this great week into next week into the state round of playoffs.
That's correct. And all you have to do is go to WTHU Radio, click on Sports Broadcast Schedule, and you'll be able to see our schedule, our upcoming schedule of the games that we have been selected and awarded by the MPSSAA to bring to you. And, you know, I got to tell you that I looked at these two teams. Not only are they cross-county rivals in all the sports, football, baseball, basketball, softball, you name it, these 2A teams, Middletown and Walkersville, had been banging head-to-head for many years. But they play each other 2 times every season.
Yep.
And both of those games, I went and looked in Max Preps, and Walkersville handled Middletown, looked like pretty handily.
Yeah, they controlled the game throughout, both games actually, ended up with a decent margin of victory, but I'll tell you what, it's playoff time. Just forget all about that. I don't care that you're at Walkersville or you're at Middletown. These young men will be getting after it. The gym's going to fill up. It's going to be a great environment. And not only did Walkersville beat them both times, and they were decent size, but Middletown still ended up with the 2nd seed in this region.
Right.
So the seedings held true. You got number 1 versus number 2. You got crosstown rivals. It doesn't get any better than
Yeah,
this.
it's got all the elements of a great epic matchup, and we're excited to be here. I love these uniforms. Middletown, who is traditionally red and black, they come out in these sort of
Oh, no.
What?
Never red and black.
orange and black.
Always
Excuse me,
orange
orange
and
and
black.
black.
Now-
So this is a different orange,
This
kind
is
of a
bright orange and
Yeah.
all orange with black trim. You typically
Yeah.
see them in black away uniforms
Yeah.
with orange numbers, but this is interesting color.
yeah. So it looks like they're out on the road, construction crew ready to stop traffic. All right, here we go. We got number 5 in the circle, Jonathan Richards with Kenyon Johnson. No, excuse me, check that. OA, Oluseyu Awuwoloyo, and he gets the tip back to Hanson.
And there's the 2-3 zone we talked about in the pregame. Poolsville gave Walkersville a lot of trouble in this same 2-3 zone defense. Not surprising to see Middletown come out in it right now too.
Hanson penetrates, shoots, the basket doesn't go. He draws a lot of traffic, and now the ball's on the floor, and there's a scramble, and we have a whistle.
And they're going to call foul on Kenyon Johnson going after the ball. Inadvertently knocked a Middletown Knight player down.
Brett Lucas to inbound in the backcourt. Full court pressure by Walkersville. Now they relax on the inbound.
Walkersville on court has a size advantage at about every position as far as height goes. So it'll be interesting to see how the Knights counteract that offensively.
Straight to the hoop, stops in the paint, pulls it, kicks it out. Now they go into the corner with it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. There's a drive, penetration, and a partial block by the big man OA. No basket on both ends of the court in this first minute of action here
See
as
Coach
Hanson.
Mathis and his Lions learned anything. And there was a great drive by Hanson, unable to finish. And then a nice offensive rebound by OA and a quick foul on Middletown.
Got him on the wrist. Number 3, Braden Beard, the junior guard for the Knights.
I like the way Hanson is penetrating the zone here early in this game.
Into Batty in the corner. He rifles it into OA. OA tries to back in and has it stolen away. And then Johnson picks a pocket, and then he has it stolen away, but he comes back up with it. Out to Batty. Batted you and Teamy. Hanson on the right side. Lobs underneath the backdoor cutter. Kenyon goes up for the shot, and he's fouled. Boy, I wouldn't want to draw that assignment. Who is that, number 10?
Yeah, it's
Lisinski?
the whole bottom of the zone. It's a
Okay,
2-3
yeah.
zone,
Yeah.
and they are packing it in.
So Johnson to shoot 2 at the 6:34 mark of the first.
That foul was awarded to Brett Lucas of Middletown.
Okay. So Johnson misses the first one. He'll shoot 1 now. And he doesn't get that one either, and almost tips back in. But it comes down into the hands of Middletown. Number 3, Braden Beard brings it up. In penetrates, loses it out of bounds off his leg.
Yep.
It'll be Walkersville ball.
Good defense there by Hanson and Timmy double teamed him and smacked the ball out of his hands, off his leg, over to Walkersville. So we're almost 2 minutes in, still no score on the scoreboard.
Hanson, he dribbles in, hands off to Ntimi. Ntimi reverses, fires it over to Batty. They hit OA on the high post. Bounce pass underneath, give and go, and a score by OA.
Great interior passing there. Kenyon Johnson to OA, up over the Middletown defense for the lay-in.
Beard takes a look at the three and then backs it back out. They come around. Lucas and then over. Skip pass from the corner. Three-pointer. Too hard. Hanson with the rebound.
Backcourt pressure. Hanson steps through.
Batty rifles it over to Ntimi. He drives. Pulls up. Shoots a 15-footer. It's no good. Loose ball up in the air. OA has it for Walkersville. Immediately harassed. He gets his shot away. It doesn't go. Johnson, he goes up. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Walkersville ball.
27 seconds on the shot clock.
So it looks like the two bigs are having trouble getting anything into the basket because it's getting knocked away. There comes OA on the backdoor cutter. He can't get it in, so he goes to Hanson. Hanson to Ntimi, no look to Batty. He takes a look, bounce pass inside, and a beautiful score by Kenyon Johnson.
And that's exactly what those two big men need to do. Do not put the ball on the floor, just step
Now
through.
Batty steals it. He comes down with a 2-on-2, and then he hits Hanson on the run, and Hanson goes right to the basket and scores, but what's the call? Charge?
Charge call.
No basket, offensive charging, good defensive positioning by the Middletown Knight. And Coach Mathis immediately up off the bench having a discussion with the referee.
Yep.
Middletown.
I would have liked to see Hanson just pull up and hit that jump shot because they were standing there waiting on him in that transition drive.
Richards brings it across. Back over to Lucas. Lucas penetrates. He kicks it out to the corner. Working around the perimeter again. They keep going with it. A lot of ball movement by the Knights. Baseline drive. Pulls up underneath. Right-hander off the glass. Doesn't go. The putback is blocked. Right into the hands of Batty. Batty to Ntimi. Ntimi pulls up and shoots a 10-footer. He gets the roll.
And there's that little short jump shot. Instead of trying to force it to the backboard, he just took that little jumper.
And now lost at the midcourt. Walkersville comes up with it as Hanson gets trapped at the free throw line, but he gets out of it.
Yeah, they
Michael
tried to draw another charge on Shaden there.
But he slammed the brakes on and avoided it. Michael Grover in the game now, and Ntimi from the left wing. Over to Batty to Grover, back to Batty. Into Johnson. He fakes, turns, spins, and shoots on the run. Doesn't go. Rebound Hanson, putback no good. Rebound Johnson, his putback no good. And another rebound by Johnson. And they get a fresh clock.
He's going to have 10 rebounds in this first quarter the way this is going.
Batty to Ntimi. Grover in the corner. Skip pass over to Hanson. That was meant for Grover, but Hanson intercepted it. Went straight in, it rolls in and out. And Lucas comes down with it. Outlet, long outlet, beautiful feed, and a score. Middletown gets its first points of the game.
On the scoreboard for the Knights in transition. Nice look, nice outlet.
Lasinski with the bucket. Grover inside to Hanson. They trap Hanson over to Batty. He loses it into the hands of number 20. Bounce pass ahead. Right-hander score. So good, quick two transition buckets. One by Beard, one by Lasinski.
Trims the lead 6-4 Walkersville.
Inside to Johnson. He lobs it into the crowd. Miscommunication. Middletown ball.
Yep, he turned and fired here on the skip, expecting someone to be down in this wing, and they were not. So in for Walkersville now, foul and Eubank. And OA returns. So typical 8-man rotation that Coach Mathis and his staff work every game.
Little Beard guarded by the big OA, top of the key. There's a three! And for the first time, Middletown has taken the lead 7-6 on a tray. Who was that, number 10?
25, Seth Daniel. No hesitation there by the 6'3" senior. Comes in averaging just under 7 points per game.
File with the ball, over to Grover. He looks, skip past to Batty. He fakes, runs, kicks out. Back to Batty. Bounce pass inside to Hanson. He shoots and it's blocked. Loose ball. OA has it. He misses the layup.
That's got to be a foul.
Jump ball.
He wants to call a foul over here. He's calling a jump ball here. The two referees, and you don't like to see that.
Yeah, you don't.
Because that means somebody's reffing out of their zone.
So the call is jump ball, possession error to Middletown. 1:58 to go in the first. Middletown leads at 7-6. And they will inbound in their own back court. Into Beard. Crossover on Grover. He brings it up to the foul line. Stops, picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to the right wing to McDaniel. Now they go over and back to Beard, and he loses it into the backcourt for the backcourt violation.
Substitutions that have come in for Middletown. Number 22, Jack Shamel, along with the aforementioned Seth McDaniel, who hit that three-point shot.
Now, Coach, do they know their rotation? Is this a standard rotation at platooning that they use?
By this time of year, yes.
Okay.
Now, the only thing, of course, that would kick you out of that is foul trouble, but I don't think there is any. There's 4 team fouls, 2 on each. I think that's 1 personal on each player, so nothing to really change that substitution rotation yet at this point.
Hanson has the ball, skip past to Batty. He was wide open, but he loses the handle, lobs it underneath, back out front. Grover shoots the 3. It's way off. Rebound Hanson. He rips it away from the crowd, fakes the shot, kicks it out to Batty, shoots again, no good. Rebound Johnson. He loses it in the ground. Eubank comes up with it. Hanson with the ball. Over to File on the wing, back to Hanson. Eubank, Hanson, File. Working around that perimeter.
On the high-low.
We've got a traveling violation on Hanson. And the Middletown crowd is loving it.
Got a high-low for the 2 big men for Walkersville. They're just not entering the ball to them at this point. Skipping it over the zone.
Into Lisinski. Over to Beard. He brings it across midcourt, guarded by File. Down on the left side, bounce pass. Richards. He pulls up his dribble, kicks it back over to Schmiel. Schmiel to Lisinski. He pulls the trigger from three-point land off the glass, doesn't go. Johnson with the rebound.
Game clock is about 1 second behind shot clock. Actually, they shut off the shot clock. So 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Lions working for that last shot. Down to 10 seconds. Johnson, File. File pulls up, kicks it over. Hanson pulls the trigger. No good. Rebound, put back.
Eubank.
No good, and there's the buzzer. And that's the end of 8 minutes of action in Middletown. Rising 7-6 lead here over Walkersville as we step aside for our first commercial break here at Courtside. You're listening to Cool Oldies 1450, and this is special high school basketball playoffs. We'll be right back.
Locally owned and operated, winner 8 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Hawkins Landscaping is number 1 with an array of full landscape site design, lawn maintenance, hardscaping, lighting, drainage, and more. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your landscape from a dream to reality. From the design through construction and into maintenance, Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you are looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your landscape, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
All right, we are back, and the Walkersville Lions will inbound at midcourt as we have 8 minutes on the clock, and we're in the second period of the action here. Low-scoring game. We didn't have a score until the 3-minute mark, I think.
Close to that, and then 6 straight by Walkersville, 7 straight by Middletown for the current score. And
Batty, whoa, the alley-oop to Hanson, and he puts it in. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was waiting for that for one of the big men. I didn't expect it for Hanson, but a back screen on the zone, threw it up to Hanson, and he was able to lay it in.
Back the other way, Beard pulls the trigger, and it's partially blocked and rebounded by Walkersville, and now a jump ball, possession error to Middletown.
Just too much dribbling by the Walkersville Lions trying to penetrate that zone. There's no lanes inside. They are packed in tight.
So what's the secret? You just kick it outside and shoot.
One dribble and a shot, kick it out, but you can't 2 and 3 dribble.
Kelsey brings it up. Bounce pass on the right side to Richards. Richards goes baseline. Fires it out wide open from the three-point line. In and out. Whoa! Richards went up in the air and come down with a rebound and lost it and hit the deck hard.
Damn.
And then back the other way. Kelsey slams down a tray to take a 10-8 lead.
Yep, Matt Kelsey, sharpshooter for the Middletown Knights, comes into the game shooting 48% from behind the three-point arc. Knocks down his first one.
And that little 5'8" guard elevated about 4 feet on that jump shot.
Again, dribbling themselves into trouble instead of just working the ball above the zone to the big 6'4" and 6'6" posts.
Batty to inbound. Into Johnson. Back to Batty.
10 on the shot clock.
Over to Hanson. He turns, shoots. It's a high rainbow, no good. Off the front of the rim. Walkersville ball, and the Middletown crowd does not like that call.
Yep. The referee was standing 3 feet away from the play. Really no argument from the Middletown Knights players.
And Teamy, the lob into Johnson. It's still in the air. He hangs, shoots, and scores.
Actually, that was OA.
Oh,
coach.
thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Tied
Kelsey.
up at 10-10, 6.5 to play.
Pull-up shot way off. Hanson pulls down the rebound, brings it up midcourt, drifts left, and now he gets it back to Batty, the quarterback of this team, who resets the team. Hanson off the Johnson pick. And Teamy inside to Johnson, out front. Hanson shoots from three-point land, no good. Up in the air, tipped away, Middletown has it. Kelsey with the ball. He goes right through the defense, splits it, goes straight to the hoop and scores. What a play by Matt Kelsey.
Just playing a little bit harder than the Walkersville Lions right now. Middletown Knights attacking the ball, active on the defensive end.
Skip pass to Batty. Underneath. OA shoots it. Oh, rolls out. Loose ball rebound. OA picks it up. He dribbles once, shoots, and it doesn't go, but he was fouled on the wrist.
Yeah, just a bad break there for Middletown. Hustling Brett Lucas. Lost his footing. The ball rolled loose. OA picked it up, attacked the rim, and drew the foul. Foul goes against Andrew Lazinski, his first, team's third of the first half.
5:25 to go in this first half. And just off the back rim, way too hard. No arc on it, just a really flat foul shot.
They look a little tight, do the Walkersville
Yes,
Lions.
they do. 08 to shoot one, and he misses them both. Rebound Middletown. Kelsey brings it up, over to Richards. Richard pulls up out into the corner. Around to Lucas. Lucas to Richards. Back out front to Kelsey. Kelsey to Beard. Spin move, shot, hanging shot by Lasinski does not go. And Johnson comes down with it. Batty, top of the key. Right side to Hanson, back to Batty. And Teamy pulls the trigger, and that's their first tray of the game for the for the Lions.
Yep. Nice shot by Timmy. He was the only individual to hit a three-point.
Oh, Kelsey has his ball.
Shot.
Beautiful hands. And we saw that from Batty the other night.
Yeah, he's really active on the ball. Great ball pressure, active hands.
He knocked it away twice in that possession.
Yep. Now Grove returns for OA.
Polanski into the game now for his first minutes. Kelsey gets a breather. Nope. No, Kelsey doesn't. It's Lisinski. Here we go. Into Kelsey. Down the left side to Beard. Working around the perimeter. Pull up. Lucas on the run. Partially blocked. Rebound and Teamy. 13-12, Walkersville. 4:08 to go in the half. Batty looking to Coach Mathis. I'm sorry, that's Eubank. Looking to Coach Mathis. Skip past and Teamy. Back to Eubank. He bounces it inside to Hansen. They collapse on Hansen. He gets in trouble, and then they come back out front. Wide open, and Teamy from 3 points again. And he nails another one. Back-to-back trays for Teamy.
And I'll tell you what, that play was actually made by Hansen on that low post, drawing all that attention.
Blocking foul, shot in the score by Johnson, and he and Eubank chest bump, and Walkersville's pumped.
Kenyon Johnson with a great transition, the Euro step to avoid the charge, and one, and the foul, I believe, goes to Brett Lucas, and
His
that'll
second.
be Brett's
Yeah.
second foul of this first half. And quickly into the game is McDaniel replacing Lucas.
Coach Keimig up discussing it with the referee. Not happy with that blocking foul.
Well, there had to be a foul, one way or the other, and I believe what the referee saw when Johnson stepped around Lucas slid underneath of him.
You're
just
right.
A little, that side shuffle.
Johnson gets the and one. And into the game comes OA as Johnson goes to the bench for a breather. 3:35 in the half. Lions have opened up a 7-point lead, 19-12 now. Down by one at the end of the first. They battled back nicely. Kelsey brings it across midcourt. Pulls up at the top of the key. Back around to Schmiel. Out front to Kelsey again. Guarded by Grover. In the corner, Richards. Oh, way out front, an off-balance shot by number 22, Schmiel. The three-pointer not even close.
Yep. Check that. Let me see. Schmiel. Yeah. Not a big three-point shooter on the season for the Knights.
Eubanks sees an opening to Hansen. Hansen turns, shoots, and misses everything. Put back by Grover's good.
Grover from the weak side gathers in that miss and knocks it home, and full timeout by the Middletown Knights.
We'll step aside for a break, and we'll be right back.
At Thermont Country Kitchen, one recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thermont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thermont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love country Country Kitchen's award-winning broasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest, with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family when you're out and about. Their huge menu has something for everybody, and their warm country home atmosphere and small-town charm will take you back to simpler times. Fairmont Country Kitchen, satisfying and delicious. You'll feel right at home in Fairmont.
All right, we're back. There's the inbound by Middletown with full court trap. And now we've got a whistle and a foul. No, timeout.
Timeout.
Called by Middletown.
Walkersville showed a full court zone trap, got the Middletown Knight in the corner, and Coach Cumming didn't like what he was seeing there because he was kind of stranded. No man's land, called a second timeout, a 30-second timeout to save the possession. This is where you need somebody from Middletown to come up with a play. The wheels are starting to come off, and as we talked about in the pregame, Walkersville handled Middletown twice this regular season. So if you're in the Middletown Knights, you're starting to think, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
So somebody on that floor needs to make a play.
Into Kelsey. Kelsey bounce pass to Richards. He brings it across. Back to Kelsey. He pulls up and shoots from the top of the
And
tee.
there it is.
There it is, just like you projected. Kelsey makes the play, the three-pointer from on top of the key.
Yeah, Walkersville cannot leave that young man open. Nearly 50% from three-point land for the entire season and 2 for 2 tonight.
Hanson in the corner. He goes baseline. Pulls a double team. Back out front. Stolen by Richards. And then stolen back by Antimi. Timeout on the floor. Both coaches came off the
Shot
bench.
clock.
Yeah,
Did
the
not
shot
reset.
Right. So now the referee's over here at the scorer's table, and what happened on that was there was a possession by Middletown, stolen by Walkersville, stolen back by Middletown, stolen by Walkersville, and the clock was still running. It never went back to 30 on the on the Walkersville possession. So immediately Coach Mathis, right on top of the situation, came off the bench, hollering at the referees, and they stopped play, and here we go. Ball's in to Eubank. Fresh clock.
And with that timeout, Walkersville got both their big men back into the game, OA and Kenyon Johnson, along with point guard Batty, Eubanks, Spellin and Timmy, and Hanson.
Into OA. He gives that sky hook. No good. Johnson with the putback. It doesn't drop. Loose rebound. OA knocks it out of bounds. So it's going to be orange ball. Middletown will get it.
It's interesting to watch Middletown defend the two big men down low. They're not even jumping with them to try to block shots.
They're just swatting.
Raising their hands and putting them right in their eyes of the big men.
Interesting. Okay. Kelsey over to Richards. Back around to Lisinski. Kelsey. Wide open three-pointer. We've got a whistle before the shot.
And they're calling a moving screen. Oh, he pointed the wrong way. That's going to go foul on Kenyon Johnson. The second personal on him as he pushed through the screen set by Middletown.
So Cameron Baker was in the act of shooting the three. It did not drop, but it didn't matter because the whistle was before the shot. So we will inbound from outside where Kelsey steps out underneath his own basket.
With a full 30 seconds on the shot clock now.
Well, he forces one inside, completely stuffed by OA.
I think he tried to bounce that off of OA's backside. Didn't quite work out. Ooh, and that's going to be a foul on OA.
Hanson with the 15-foot pull-up. It doesn't drop. And you know, I saw something I didn't like there. Hanson shot that ball and immediately took off back down the court the other way. Didn't follow his shot.
That's old school, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't teach them to follow shots anymore.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Transition back. If you're not in a position to get an offensive rebound, get out.
Back around to Richards. He takes a look. Kelsey, he shoots. Bam! Another three by Kelsey, and he trims the lead to 21-18 with 45 seconds on the clock. and Walkersville has the ball. Down on the left side to File. Owe sets the pick. File pulls out his dribble. Back
And
across.
travel.
What was it, travel?
Yep. Traveling call on Walkersville.
Waltrip. So now one score game at the 34-second mark of the first half as Coach Kymig comes out on the floor to talk to Kelsey, tell him what they want. Now Kymig walking down the floor, getting his team to come out. Come out front, he said.
Trying to open up his shooter again.
And there he is. Oh, Kelsey had a look, but he didn't take it. Back around to Richards. 18 seconds. Back out front now, 10 seconds. Kelsey, he dribbles. Richards penetrates. Kick out from the corner. No good. Rebound. Stolen and a foul.
Nothing heard on that one. It's only the 5th team foul with under a second to play. So a good gamble by Middletown to try to come up with a steal there.
Yeah. 0.4 seconds.
Got to pick it and shoot it.
He picks it up and he shoots it. Whoa, that was
Wasn't
awful.
gonna count.
From my vantage, I thought it was going right through the net, but it didn't. 21-18. The first half is in the books. We'll be back after a break for your first half wrap-up here at Walkersville High School. The Lions and the Knights battling it out once again.
Chiropractic and Pilates located on Water Street in Vermont, serving the community since 1993. Center of Life is dedicated to treating the whole you, and not just your symptoms, back pain, neck pain, injury. You just want to improve your mobility and feel healthier. Dr. John Hageman's innovative approach to whole body health is completely unlike anything you have experienced. With convenient hours from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and afternoon hours only on Tuesday from 3 to 7:30 p.m. Center of Life is there for you. Center of Life is closed on weekends and Thursdays. Center of Life accepts all major credit cards and uses the honor system so you pay what you can afford. What an amazing difference they will make in you today. Center of Life. Make an adjustment to your life today. Center of Life is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Kelco Plumbing and Backhoe Service LLC is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Vermont with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. The favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Kelco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done, with pricing that won't flood your budget. Burst pipes, water damage, clogged drains, replacement, remodel, or upgrades. Kelco Plumbing services most major fixtures, faucets, water heaters, sump pumps, and well pumps and pressure tanks. Kelco Plumbing is certified and licensed in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Call them today at 301-788-9791. That's 301-788-9791. Emergencies or planned repairs, Kelco Plumbing will go out of their way to explain exactly what needs to be done in simple, easy to understand solutions. When a plumber's work is done, well, everyone is happy. Remember, a good flush beats a full house every time. Kelco Plumbing is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
All right, we are back live here high atop the court of Walkersville Lions, and want to thank our sponsors for making this first half possible. Center of Life Chiropractic, Hawkins Landscaping, Kelco Plumbing, and Thurmont Country Kitchen. We appreciate your service and all that you do for the community, especially high school sports. A couple of games going on in the county right now. Oakdale at Frederick. and let's see, Oakdale at Frederick and Urbana at Gaithersburg, right?
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's not showing up on my scoreboard, but I do believe you're right. They're
Yeah,
down
Urbana
the road
at
somewhere.
Gaithersburg. I've got it here in the brackets.
Yep. Frederick 58, Oakdale 32 in the fourth quarter over at Frederick. Not surprising. Frederick
When did they start?
Seems like on a mission, 6 o'clock. So they're a half hour ahead.
And they're already in the fourth quarter?
Right.
Wow.
And then also in the fourth quarter, it's Smithsburg and Brunswick 40-40 over at Smithsburg.
That's a good game.
Brunswick hanging tight on the road.
Uh-huh.
In this game, it's actually, surprisingly, with the score 21-18, it's three-point shooting.
Yeah.
You know, Zion and Timmy hit 2 3-pointers for Walkersville to kind of stretch a lead. And then just when we were talking about somebody from Middletown needs to make a play, Matt Kelsey hits 3 3-point shots to trim this lead to a 21-18 Walkersville lead at the half.
Yeah.
So
and so the defense is paying off for both sides. Both teams moving out to the perimeter and trying to score from three-point land and being successful at it.
Yeah.
But still not a high-scoring first half.
You know, I may have to lower my pregame prediction of first 1 to 50.
Yeah.
Even though that second quarter things did take off a little bit better. 7-6 at the end of one.
Yeah.
Middletown.
Second quarter?
Second quarter was 15-11 for Walkersville to get us to our current margin of 21-18. So if they stay in the 10 to 15 point range each quarter, it's going to be looking like a race to 45 to 50 points. So both teams, Middletown with that packed-in 2-3 zone, and Walkersville just with their great half-court man-to-man defense, they're going to have to keep an eye on Walkersville on Kelsey, not allow that young man to have any open looks. Great three-point shooter, as I talked about coming into the game, shooting 48% from behind the arc.
Yeah.
So he's dangerous. It's not a fluke that he's knocking them down.
Yeah. All right, we'll step aside and give you a few minutes to relax, go get a beverage. We'll be right back in about 4 minutes for the start of the second half here at Walkersville High School.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Maryland's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
Cool Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from southern PA to Brunswick, the western mountains of Maryland to the eastern shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
Gary Bauer in Washington, D.C. Return to Day Report sponsored by American Values. Many of you may remember the legendary broadcaster Paul Harvey. He was a great radio commentator. His journalistic career spanned more than 50 years. His essays were always grounded in classic wisdom and old-fashioned common sense. I remember listening to him when I was young, and to this day, his remarks still influence my thinking. I remember one particular Paul Harvey commentary on what the devil or an enemy of the United States would do if they wanted to lay us low. If you get a chance today, I urge you to listen to it on YouTube, but let me summarize what Harvey said. If I were the devil, he said, or an enemy of the United States, I would take God out of our schools, out of our government, and out of the public square. If I were the devil, I would caution our youth not to be too religious or too patriotic. I would tell you that marriage isn't important, that morality doesn't matter. Just do whatever feels good. I'd peddle drugs, alcohol, pills, and pornography. If I were the devil, I'd redefine the family. I have churches at war with themselves, and I'd pit people and races against one another. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have the media fanning the flames. Sound familiar? If I were the devil, he said, I'd take from the successful. I'd redistribute their hard-earned labor and resources until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. Soon, entire states would eagerly promote gambling as the way to wealth. In other words, as Paul Harvey said, if I were the devil, I'd do exactly what's happening to us now. This commentary first ran in Harvey's newspaper column in 1964. Sadly, the message is as relevant today as it was then. This is Gary Bauer signing off from Washington, D.C. To support our work and American values, visit GaryBauer.com.
All right, we are back live. Halftime is over, and we're ready to start this third period of action here at Walkersville High School. The 2A Region 2 title on the line between the Lions and the Middletown Knights.
Hey, and before we get rolling here, I did find a score, Urbana, down at Gaithersburg. It's 26-22 Gaithersburg with the lead at halftime.
So 4-point game at halftime, very similar to this one.
Yep.
We have a 3-point lead for Walkersville here at the half, and we're ready. Walkersville with the ball, they inbound. Hanson off the screen, and they call an illegal screen. Wow.
So they come out of the locker room in a set play against this zone, trying to screen the backside of the zone and get called for a foul.
Down on the right side, Richards with the ball. He dribbles out. Bounce pass to Lucas. He leads it inside. Blocked by Walkersville.
Johnson with another block shot.
Batty out front, over to Rentimi. Inside, backdoor cutter. Hanson shoots and scores.
Muscles it up through the contact for the finish. Great lob pass below the zone.
Out front, straight outside into the corner. Richards has it. Guarded by Owe, and he gets a reach in.
A little too much contact there on the dribbler. Pretty much an automatic call.
Owe's second personal.
And two quick ones against Walkersville this half.
Lucas to inbound. He rifles it into the backcourt all the way back to Beard. Beard brings it across midcourt. Over to Kelsey, down to Richards. Richards out front to Lisinski. Driving, pull up, kick out. Back around, Lisinski penetrates. Back to Richards, he goes. Richards penetrates.
Whoa.
He stumbles. Bounce pass to Beard. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lisinski, he drives. Hanson with a real heads-up play.
Yeah. Saw it was rolling out of bounds off the foot.
He went to pick it up, and then he pulled his hands back and let it roll.
Yep. Very heady play by Shadon.
Batty has it. 23-18. Lions lead it. Left side, Hanson, back to Batty. Hanson, what happened? Did the ball hit Mathis there? I thought so. So the coach is considered out of bounds, right?
Oh, he was out of bounds.
Oh.
We can't hardly see the line from here, but yeah, he was out of bounds.
Lob inside, knocked away by Batty. Outlet to Intimi. He's got a 1-on-2. He goes up anyway and scores.
Uses that strength of his to get up between the nice defenders and lay it in. Good finish on the transition.
Baseline, pull up. Swatted by Johnson.
Again. Yep.
Middletown better get back outside because they're not getting anything on the inside except a lot of swats. Down to Hanson, back to Intimi.
Looking for that lob again below the zone.
High post to Kenyon. Hanson looks.
3 on the shot clock.
And Intimi pulls the trigger and it's blocked. And we've got a whistle. And they're trying, what do they call? No, out of bounds?
30-second
shot clock violation.
Okay. Ball did not hit the rim. Good defensive set there by Middletown.
Mathis trying to get the foul on the three-pointer there, but he doesn't get it. Kelsey.
Batty now all over Kelsey.
Yes, he is. Kelsey to Lucas. Lucas dribbles. He lobs it back out front, tipped into the back court. No, it's not a backcourt violation.
If Batty touched it.
Yes, he did. So the outside referee overrules it. Middletown ball.
Yep. Jerry and Batty, probably Walkersville's best on-ball defender, drawing assignment of the sharpshooter Kelsey.
Richard feeds Lucas on the run. He shoots and it doesn't go, but Lucas will, and that's to the free throw line.
Oh, that's a questionable call. Looks like Johnson was straight up. The contact forced by Lucas, and that's 3 on Kenyon Johnson. 3 personal fouls.
In and out. Lucas misses the first one.
And Grover substitutes for Johnson.
3 minutes off the clock in this third, and Middletown yet to put any points up.
Correct.
So 4 points up for Walkersville. And he got one.
Good focus there by Brett Lucas. Knocked that one down. 6-point lead now for the home team, Walkersville Lions.
Over to Grover. He dribbles once, back to Intimi. Top of the key. Grover lobs inside to OA. He dribbles one, shoots and scores. Way over top of everybody. Is that Kenyon?
Yeah. No, OA. You're exactly right.
No.
He caught the ball above the personnel from Middletown and then released the shot above all the personnel.
Richards to Lucas. Lucas to Beard.
Notice how all the great individual move, but still no.
Right. Can't
all
get
those
it to go.
driving lanes get shut down quickly by the Walkersville defenders.
And all of a sudden, Middletown has abandoned that perimeter game.
Well, part of that might be Batty drawing that assignment, and he's not giving Kelsey any space.
Knocked away by Middletown. It'll
Bunch
go.
of substitutions now for Middletown. 15, Cam Baker makes his first appearance. Lazinski back into the game. McDaniel into the game.
Lobbed inside to OA.
Arm. Yep.
He shoots and is fouled. So Oluseyi will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Jack Shamel back in for the Knights. Who came in for Walkersville? Eubank and Fowl.
Got it. The big guy. Nice free throw. Nice looking free throw.
Yep. Great rotation.
And he gets the roll. Got them both.
Opens up a 10-point lead for Walkersville now.
Beard brings it across midcourt, guarded by Grover. Bounce pass over to Schmiel. Now Lisinski, he penetrates, pulls up,
Forcing
shoots.
and offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Lisinski.
Yep. Trying to force his way in.
Too bad because he made the bucket.
Yep. Good defense there by Walkersville, staying in front of him. And now number 12, Gabe Cottrell, checks into the game for the Knights.
Junior guard, Lisinski comes out.
So deep into the bench is Coach Kyming right now, trying to find an answer.
High post, OA. He pivots, kicks it back out front. File takes a shot. It's short.
That would have been huge right there. That would have opened up that 13-point lead.
Rebound to Schmiel. He has it stripped away on the drive. Outlet too far to foul, and he loses it out of bounds. It'll be Middletown ball.
Yeah, I like the effort, actually.
Yeah.
The way they're struggling to score in the half court. You know, if you got a transition opportunity, push it.
29-19, Walkersville by 10 at the 3:12 mark of the third as Middletown brings it across midcourt. Beard. Guarded by File. Over to Baker. Baker penetrates. Foul on the reach-in. Fourth team foul now on the Lions in this second half. As Cottrell steps out of bounds. Nope, they bring him underneath. So Beard steps out. Knocked away by Hanson. There's a dive for it. Middletown comes up with it. Shot from the corner, partially blocked by OA. Here comes Hanson. He kicks it, no look to Grover, and Grover scores.
Great jump stop on the transition by Hanson. Dish and the finish. 12-point lead now for Walkersville Lions.
Off the glass. Lisinski misses, rattles back in. Number 25, Seth McDaniel can't get the drop. And the rebound to Walkersville.
Hanson cleaning up the defensive glass here in this third quarter.
1 point scored in this entire third period by Middletown.
Some of the starters ready to check back in for the Knights.
Eubank into Hanson, back out to Eubank. File drives, left-hander, no good. Rebound, Hanson, reverse layup is good.
Wow. Real active and timeout.
Is it a full timeout?
Full timeout.
All right, we'll step aside and be right back.
Plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thermont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll have a 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thermont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.
All right, we are back with you here live with 2 minutes on the clock in the third. Walkerville with a substantial lead here. Middletown has the ball. They're going to get Eubank on the foul.
Eubank with a foul on the arm, going for the steal.
Number 11.
So now the Lions with only one to give.
5 team fouls here only in the third quarter.
Into the backcourt. Cottrell brings it across. Right side, McDaniel. Now check that, Lucas, he spins. Tries to dish it over to McDaniel and it goes out of bounds.
Batty back in for Walkersville. And Kelsey for Middletown.
33-19. Walkersville with the lead and the ball as Batty brings it across and drifts right. Lobs inside to a wide open Grover. He gets caught underneath, kicks it out, and Teamy shoots the three. It's good. Look at it. Teamy raises his fist, looks at the crowd, and pumps his fist in the air.
His third three-pointer of the night. Walkersville's version of the zone buster.
Straight to the hoop. Bucket! Beautiful drive. Acrobatic, and he gets up. Kelsey gets up limping a little, but he draws the foul and makes the basket. So
the first field goal of the quarter for the Middletown Knights. Instead of the three-point version, the driving layup version, and the old-fashioned three-point play attempt here now by Matt Kelsey.
He tweaked that right ankle a bit. He's still favoring it. Kelsey to shoot one. Rattles and drops. So he got it.
And he is limping pretty good. You're exactly right, Michael.
Checking in number 2, Shane Hansen.
Hansen steps out in the backcourt.
So
Full court pressure now by Middletown.
Yep.
Into Eubank, over to Hansen. And now Middletown relaxes the press.
So now, and they stay man-to-man in the half court. So Walkersville calls out one of their patented half-court sets.
Lob inside to OA, goes up in the air, pulls it down, backs in, and he's fouled. That one's on the floor, so it'll go out of bounds underneath the basket. Walkersville ball. 46 seconds on the clock in the third.
And that's the fourth personal on Lazinski. Andrew averages 10 points a game. Been held down here tonight.
And Teamy from the corner. This one doesn't go. Pops out. Loose ball, rebound Richards. Stripped away by Grover, out of bounds. It'll be Middletown ball.
That would have brought the house down and Timmy dropped that three.
Yeah. And it popped out.
Yeah,
it was in. It was down underneath the rim and then popped out. Hard to the basket. Richards in the corner, rifles it underneath. Lucas is fouled by OA. So Lucas will shoot two.
Yep, good aggressive move on the low post by Brett Lucas. Draws the foul on OA. Third personal to OA.
More importantly, that's the 7th team foul. That puts them in bonus. Middletown, that is. Will be shooting the bonus.
So that's both big men with 3 personal fouls. Not quite out of the third quarter. Keep an eye on that.
Lucas to shoot one. Got it. Nothing but net. Into Eubank. Eubank tells Hansen to put back out, and Eubank brings it across himself. Guarded by Kelsey. Over to Grover. Back to Eubank. Hansen. He goes in. Bounce pass. Grover wide open, scores. He's camped out in that spot all night long.
Yeah. Hansen creating, dropping that dime, that bounce pass. And the quarter comes to an end before Middletown could get his shot off. 38-24 Lions at the end of 3.
We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated, winner 8 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Hawkins Landscaping is number 1 with an array of full landscape site design, lawn maintenance, hardscaping, lighting, drainage, and more. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your landscape from a dream to reality. From the design through construction and into maintenance, Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you are looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your landscape, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
All right, we are back with you here live. I've got a score from, over Urbana, 26-22 is the score. That was the halftime score, right? So that hasn't been updated on the board. 68-42, Frederick over Oakdale. That is not showing final yet.
Yeah, but boy, Frederick's on a mission.
Kelsey, top of the key, guarded by Batty. Whoa, baby. Brandon Beard pulls the trigger from three-point land and gets the bucket.
Smithsburg Brunswick shows final 41-40 Smithsburg.
Smithsburg wins it.
That's what's
by 1.
That's what I got right
Wow.
here. Yep.
Looking for the pick and roll. It wasn't there, and Teamy pulls up. He shoots, and his shot is partially blocked, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Little ball fake on the three-point shot, created some space, took a dribble in, the 12-foot jump shot, and he's fouled. Fourth
And
team
Timmy
foul.
makes the first one.
Fourth team foul, second personal on Braden Beard of Middletown.
Got them both. Kelsey up the right side. Over to Richards. Lucas. Lucas looks. He drives. Kick out to Kelsey. Kelsey dribbles. Pulls up. Backs her pass. Knocked away and maintained. Cutter to the basket. Lucas scores.
Nice pass, Cam Baker. Saw the cutting Lucas behind the defense.
40-29. Walkersville by 11. Hanson, left wing. Owe, high post, lobs inside to Johnson. He scores.
Tough assignments, trying to go that man-to-man. Cam Baker drawing the assignment on the 6'4" Johnson's. It's hardly fair.
Lucas out to Baker. Baker saves the ball. Tipped away, right into the hands of Owe. He's got the breakaway. Oh, he tries to dunk it, and it misses off the front rim. Middletown comes up with it. Bounce pass, shot to score. Baker with the bucket.
Yeah, as much as Walkersville would have liked to slam that one home, brought the house down.
Yeah.
Middletown flips the script, cuts it to 11.
Inside Owe this time with this fingertip roll, and he travels.
Ooh.
And he did. He took a little shuffle as he stepped back, and they've got him on the wrist.
They smacked him as he was on the spin. I'm surprised the referee out here didn't make that call.
Oh, pull-up shot by Lucas, no good. Rebound and Timmy. He rips it down off the boards and wraps 2 arms around it, and now we've got a whistle and a stop in action. Coach Mathis out on the floor.
Shot clock did not reset properly.
Okay.
It was at 16 and probably should have been at 20. There we go, 25.
All right. They got it corrected now. I don't know how these coaches pay attention to all these details and coach at the same time. That's amazing.
Well, there's typically on one of your staffs is a clock watcher.
Okay.
You got one of them helping with the substitution rotation, one helping Coach Mathis through the game. So everybody has a job to do.
Hanson lobs inside, reverse layup. Johnson with the basket.
Just too big, too strong inside. That's why Middletown was deploying that zone in the first 3 quarters, but now they have to gamble with the man-to-man.
Kelsey and Lucas miscommunication. They both cut for the basket at the same time. and the ball goes out of bounds. A turnover to Walkersville. Into the game comes Lasinski with 4.
Yeah.
Out comes Baker.
Coach Coming bringing him back in. Can't wait. He has 4 team fouls, so they need his offense.
5:11 to go. 44-31. Walkersville with the lead in the ball.
Back to his zone look now at 2-1-2.
Steal by Middletown. The breakaway, the shot, and it's in.
Good change up there by Coach Coming to a 2-1-2 half-court trap look.
Kelsey with that last basket for the Knights. And Teamy between the legs pulls up. Oh, beautiful soft touch from about 20 feet out. Straight on the runner, no look to Lucas. Hansen comes down with it.
And then Coach Mathis tells him to slow it up, start working the clock. With a 13-point lead, working down towards 4 minutes in the ball game.
Batty, he sees an opening, no look. Right inside, blocked. Put back by Johnson is good.
And timeout, Middletown. Full timeout.
I want to take this opportunity once again to thank our sponsors, Center of Life Chiropractic, Hawkins Landscaping, Kelco Plumbing, and Thurmont Country Kitchen. Please go thank these wonderful businesses in our local community for their support of high school athletics.
They flipped that to a 30-second timeout. I don't think they have any more full. So with 4-minute mark, it's now a 15-point game. And Timmy knocking down the jump shots. Kenyon Johnson with the inside play, really charging this offense for Walkersville here in the second half. And more substitutions for Middletown. Polanski checks back in. Number 1, Jackson Polanski.
Beard brings it up, guarded by Grover. Bounce pass over to McDaniel. Richards. He looks for the cutter. In the corner now, Lasinski. He sets the pick. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Middletown's in trouble. They picked up his dribble. Has it knocked away. Throws it right into the hands of Johnson. Johnson to Eubank, and Eubank settles down and works the clock.
So out of that timeout, Middletown uses all 30 seconds of the game clock.
Doesn't even get a shot off.
Nothing out of it. Great defensive sequence there by the Walkersville Lions.
Lob inside again to Johnson. He scores.
Another high-low. Just nobody there to match his height.
Lasinski. Over to Beard. Richards penetrates. Lasinski pulls the trigger from three-point land. It's short. Right into the hands of Grover. Grover with the rebound to Eubanks. Eubanks brings it up quickly, and then he settles down in the backcourt and works that clock again, down to 2:50.
And
what do we got? The referee on the far side, we got a problem with the clock again. No?
I don't see.
Number 25,
I don't know what happened.
I don't either.
Oh, 10-second backcourt violation.
Aha! Okay. All right. That was
Shot
a little.
clock's at
That was a
19.
fast 10
Yep.
seconds, wasn't it? No.
Well, remember where he spun around a little bit down here.
Yeah.
Eubanks with the ball.
Yeah.
Grover had it first.
Wait. Another whistle. The referee didn't like the way that went on the inbound, so he's going to redo it.
Shot clock just reset as the ball was inbounding.
Kelsey into Richard.
Referees are really on it with the clock administration, to their credit.
Good. Schmiel. Kelsey drives at the free throw line. Backs out. Over to Lasinski. He looks for the cutter. Not there. Schmiel over to Richards. Shot from the corner. It's good. Braden Beard with the tray from the corner. And it was a teardrop. Reverse layup by Johnson, no good. Loose ball, rebound Middletown. Richards quickly down court. Lisinski loses the handle, and a beautiful hustle by Johnson as he picks it up. Hansen comes up with it, and he scores. Kenyon Johnson with the best hustle of the game.
Yeah. On the floor, flipped it up. Hansen there. Bam!
Oh,
Another
bam!
three-point
Richards
shot.
back the other way with another tray. A minute 46 to go in the game, 52-39. Walkersville by 13. Eubank. Hansen over to Intimi.
OA calling for it down low.
Eubank dribbling around, using some clock. Bounce pass inside to OA. Back out front, and Intimi shoots the three. No good. Rebound OA. He spins, shoots. It's good. Skyhook by OA drops.
Big offensive rebound by the big guy.
Kelsey from way out front, short. Out of bounds, never touches the rim. Crowd gets on him.
Yep. 1:03 to play.
Out comes Schmiel, in comes Cottrell. Baseball pass to Eubank, wide open. And a slam dunk! OA slams it down and said, that's what I meant to do the last time. And the crowd comes to their feet.
The dagger. 17-point lead. The press from Middletown. 2 quick passes from Walkersville. Long inlet pass. And then on transition, Eubank hits OA, who knocks it home, slams it home two-handed, and the foul. And Walkersville's bringing
the bench in.
the reserves.
All the reserves come into the game, except for OA. He has to shoot 1 free throw before he comes out.
And Coach Mathis is hoping he makes it so he can bring him out.
No. Loose ball, rebound up in the air. Middletown comes down with it. Lisinski down the right side. He lays it ahead to Beard. Beard back to Lisinski. He drives, goes with the right-hander, and he's fouled.
So while we have a chance, into the game for Walkersville, number 5, Jaden Sassu. Number 12, Crew Moats. Number 21, Elijah Brown. And number 20, Wyatt Gerhardt.
Lisinski gets the first one.
And Ryan Baldwin now in the game, number 24, 6'3" junior.
OA comes out, high fives,
OA.
all the team gives, swatting him, rubbing his head, going to get a drink, well deserved.
So
got them both. Lisinski with some good throw shooting.
Middletown just showing token man-to-man full court pressure, looking to trap.
Gearhat over to the
Nice
corner. Number 5 pulls the trigger. Sassu, no good. Rebound Middletown. Here they come quickly. Outlet knocked away into the crowd. Middletown ball.
Good hustle back there. Ryan Baldwin deflects the ball out of bounds.
34 seconds on the clock. 56-41. Walkersville on top. Lob inside. Right-hander, no good. Rebound Sassu. He goes up. Crossover. Kicks it out.
Moots.
No good. Rebound Middletown. Middletown coming back the other way quickly. 3-on-3. Shot on the run. Short. Block. Middletown catches it, and there's a whistle.
We're going to the foul line, number 12.
Gabe Cottrell will shoot 2.
16 seconds to play, a 15-point lead, 56-41. And I'll just, my hat off to the Middletown fans.
Absolutely.
Who are staying. This game's over.
And they're
They're
here.
staying here to support their young men.
Nobody leaving. Packed house. So you can take this opportunity now to say, looks like Walkersville, Mr. Walkersville will move on to the state quarterfinals this Saturday.
Yep, the round of 8. They see
Team and location to be determined.
Right. I feel certain they'll be here. They're one of the top teams seed-wise, record-wise, in the 2A classification. And based on that, the top 4 teams do get a home game.
There it is!
I feel they're safe with a home game.
Walkersville takes the 2A West Region 2 title, and the plaque will go in the trophy case for the Lions.
Outstanding effort after that slow first quarter, that slow start. Just a workmanlike effort on their part. Great team effort. 18-point fourth quarter for each team, but the big difference was the third quarter where Walkersville outscored Middletown 17-6.
All right, we'll step aside for our last break, come back for our post-game wrap-up after this.
And Backhoe Service LLC is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Thurmont with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. The favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Kelco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done with pricing that won't flood.
The seniors for Walkersville High School accepting the region championship plaque.
Yes, they did. And a well-deserved plaque it was. What a great season for the Walkersville Lions thus far. Moving ahead to the States now. And a lot of hugs and embraces and big smiles on that floor. A jubilant Walkersville Lions team here at home in front of the home crowd.
Yep, those young men that were on the Walkersville team last year, I'm sure they were coming into tonight's game with a mission. As of last year when they were upset by the Williamsport team that came in, had a hot shooting night to knock off the Lions, and I believe that Walkersville was bent on that not happening again tonight.
So Middletown with a great first half. They ran with them, they stuck with them. I mean, the perimeter shooting, the outside 3 points, Middletown was in the game, but then it all fell apart. The wheels came off in the third.
Well, and, I'm not sure. I thought we talked about, and I'm pretty sure, and maybe if we can get Coach Mathis up here, we can talk a little bit in the postgame, but I think he adjusted defense just a little bit, put on Jerry and Batty on the sharpshooter, Kelsey, and there was no space. I mean, Jerry and Batty, we talked about that Tuesday night about his on-ball defense, and he was great guarding Kelsey. And there were just no open looks. And one thing Coach Mathis will probably talk about is they were going to force them off the perimeter, make them try to go inside, and compete against Johnson and OA.
So we'll take a break and try to get Coach Matheson, and I'd like to get Hanson up here as well.
Get a player or so. Yeah,
a player, whoever's available. Okay, here we go. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
News, weather, traffic, school delays, and cancellations. At Cool 1450 AM, one of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick should bookmark FrederickScanner.com on their PC or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com, a live information window to Frederick County.
This can be a busy time of year, running around getting ready for company, visiting friends, or spending time enjoying family. We are all too familiar with a growing list of errands that need our attention. Gary the barber knows how busy life can get, and so he makes sure that your convenience and a great haircut are first on his list. Call Gary the barber today. Gary the barber has hours to accommodate any busy schedule. 301-305-7895.
Hey everyone, Gary the Barber is open for business. Just call 301-305-7895 to make an appointment right away. That's 301-305-7895. Get a great haircut today.
Airlines have just reduced their prices even more. Book 30 days in advance and save big.
Want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets? Then call the Low Cost Airlines Travel Hotline right now. For prices so low, we can't publish them anywhere. The only way to access our low rates and save up to 70% is to call. Save hundreds on your vacation tickets by calling right now. You can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
802-341-4526. 802-341-4526. 802-341-4526. That's 802-341-4526.
How is your car payment treating you? What if I told you you could make a free phone call right now and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Look at your car payment closely. You could be paying as high as 20% interest. Rate Genius can help you reduce your car payments by reducing your interest rate to as low as 2.48% APR. We can refinance most existing car loans or leased cars, new or used, and save you money every month. Put more money back in your pocket. The call is free to find out how low we can lower your car payment. 5 minutes of your time right now could save you hundreds of dollars a year. Call Rate Genius now.
800-811-4169. 800-811-4169. 800-811-4169. That's 800-811-4169.
No applicants qualify for a loan or rate savings. Actual offer terms and APR are determined at the time of your application based on creditworthiness, value of the vehicle, long-term, and other factors. What's the People's Restaurant? It's the diner, and you won't find a better one than the Mountain View Diner. It's the ultimate comfort food. From delicious appetizers to sandwiches to succulent entrees, the Mountain View Diner can satisfy any taste. If it's mouth-watering Greek fare you're after, the Mountain View Diner will not disappoint. And don't forget the famous cheesecake. Mountain View Diner on West Patrick Street in Frederick and in Charlestown, West Virginia, across from the casino. A winner 3 years in a row for a Best of Frederick Award. People who love great food eat at the People's Restaurant. The Mountain View Diner.
All right, a big win. The 2A West title for the Walkersville Lions, 56-42 over Middletown here at courtside up on the balcony. Coach, let's talk about this 2A state, 2A, the brackets. And we've got the next game is Saturday, right? And it's going to be based on seedings. So the semifinal is where we go to a neutral site. The last two games are neutral sites.
The semifinal is neutral. The championship game
is at Maryland.
Is at University of Maryland
Correct.
College Park.
Okay.
Correct. So, yes, the next round, the round of 8, quarterfinals, the top 4 teams, win percentage-wise, still remaining in 2A, will host games.
Okay.
Walkersville should get a really good seed based on their record of what they lost 18-2 in state playoff games, state regular season games that count. So they will definitely. I'm going to try to find the brackets to make sure as we're talking here, and I'm sure you're doing the same thing.
I am
on the computer. Look at the boys' regular season standings. Okay. So Walkersville 18-2 out of the 2A West Region 2. 2A North.
I looked at Liberty
Nobody.
Century. I've got no score on that one. Liberty and Century, the game that was played in the Region 1 2A. And there's no score came in on that one yet. And then I went over, let's see, Newtown and Hereford.
Okay. I'm not seeing any team in 2A except for Wycomico, if they're still alive, at 19-1 with a better record.
All right, so Newtown defeats Hereford 76-33 tonight. That score. So Newtown moves into the round of 8 in the 2A.
Yeah,
After that, we've got Overly and Carver. They're playing up there in Baltimore. Overly, no score on that game.
Yeah, Wycomico won, and Wycomico looks to me to be the number 1 seed in the 2A.
Okay.
Walkersville number 2.
Okay.
So they will definitely be here. And again, it depends on who's still alive. They look at their win percentage.
The Gwynn Park Largo game just underway at 7. Largo leads that 23-15. That one's in the first. So you're saying who's number 1 seed? Wycomico. Okay. You say Walkersville's number 2. So they will be the 2 home seeds? Is that what you're saying, or will they play each other?
There's the top 4 seeds all get a home game. 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5.
Got it. Now I understand.
And then 2 versus 3. If the brackets hold true, the winner could be 2 versus 3. But that's
now
when it starts to go to neutral sites.
If you look at your video, the cheer you hear now is Coach Mathis climbing the ladder for the final string, and he holds the net high and grabs the rim, and the team cheers. What a great shot that is. Yes. All right. I want to remind you, we will be back tomorrow night to Urbana High School, where the Urbana Lady Hawks, who had that incredible game last night, that heart attack game that we brought to you last night, they will host the Severna Park Falcons. Tip-off at 7 p.m. at Urbana High School. We'll bring you all the coverage, audio and video.
Yeah, it should be another great game for the Urbana Hawks. Those young ladies are playing the right kind of basketball at the right time of the season.
So Coach Mathis with the net draped over his neck like a necklace, and they're getting some photo ops down there and taking a picture of him and interviewing him on the TV.
I believe that's our DC Now out of
It is, you're right.
Hagerstown, DC.
OA with his arm around Coach Mathis, and they're interviewing him live on, well, I don't know if it's live, it's probably taped.
They'll probably show that tonight at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
That channel is 814 on the local TV station, Cablevision, and they do an 11 p.m. game time where they really highlight high school athletics. It's a great half-hour program.
Okay, we'll take our last break and see if we can get Coach Mathis up here for a final interview before we get out of here. Hang in there. We're trying to get Coach Mathis up to talk to him about his next game.
High-low
Sales with locations in Frederick and Mount Airy and our new location in Cockeysville, Maryland. We specialize in high-quality vehicles at low prices. All types of credit, financing, or leasing. You drive away with peace of mind in a vehicle with a Hilo Sales 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty. Find out about the Hilo difference at one of the leading independent automobile dealers in Maryland. That's Hilo Auto Sales. We look forward to serving you at HiloAutoSales.com.
And we're back. Coach Mathis and Zion and Timmy making their way up here. We'll do a little post-game and see how they're doing. I think this young man, that smile's bigger than his shoulders, and he has some wide shoulders. Zion, congratulations. Hey, you the three-point sharpshooter on the squad?
You know, I try to be some type of player on the squad.
You're off right now, Michael.
Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
So,
I try to be some type of player. I try to just communicate with my teammates. Just try to be me, for real.
well, from my perspective, I don't know. Coach Mathis probably fill in the blanks here for us, but they were some huge shots in that second and third quarter to really get your offense moving. And then, you know, they had to start to extend the zone a little bit on you.
Yep.
And then those, how nice is it to having Kenyon Johnson and OA on the inside?
You were lobbing inside. Oh, you were lobbing inside to Johnson. You started to work that in the last minutes of the game.
Yeah, you know, I just wanted, last minutes of the game, you know, it was crunch time. You know, we just had to end the game. I didn't want no slip-ups, no nothing. So, you know, I just wanted to end the game because I didn't want no repeat of last year because we fell short a little bit to Williamsport. So I wanted to make sure we get this win this year. It really meant a lot.
And, you know, Michael and I talked about that. You know, those of you that were on the squad last year, there was no way that was going to happen to you again this year. You could see the determination even after that slow first quarter. You were working through it, and then second quarter, and then that great defensive effort in the third quarter, and obviously you scored plenty of points too.
Yeah.
So congratulations
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Good
sir.
luck Saturday.
Thank you.
And we'll see
We'll
if
be
Coach
back.
Mathis.
We'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
We're following you the whole way.
Wouldn't miss it.
Good job, man. I'm super proud of you, son.
Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you.
Full disclosure, Mike and I go back a few years, you know, from middle school days.
Sure.
And all
Several
that
years,
stuff.
yeah. The years are like stacking up, right?
That's right. That's right. Well, congratulations, Mike. And I mean, I could see this building for you and this boys program since the day you took over, when you switched from the girls' side to the boys' side, and that the culmination of all that work. It's here when you get to cut down the nets.
Yeah, so it's an awesome feeling, as you know. 7 years ago we took it over, and we had a lot of work to do, and we just plugged away. You know, there was, you know, some tough years, but you know, after year 2, we got into year 3. The kids really started to buy in. And you know, that's meant the world to the program, right?
Yep.
And I was telling somebody downstairs, I mean, it's the same, you know, foundation we built the girls on. It's all about
That's right.
D, right? We understand that offense will come and go, and you guys saw that tonight. Struggled in that first quarter. Fortunately, Zion started hitting some shots in the second. And then the second half was a masterpiece. I mean, we just played so well. We got everything we wanted. We were patient. We got the high-low looks. Our kids, like, really, really work hard. Our bigs, you know, Kenyon and Shea and Walter, and all them kids really work hard on their skill down low, and we were able to take big advantage of Middletown in that aspect late in the game.
And we were talking in the second quarter how Middletown had to have someone step up or the wheels were coming off.
Yeah.
And Kelsey knocked down some
he
big
did.
threes.
He hit some bombs, yeah.
And then did I notice a little more defensive presence
we
on him?
got a little lull, and actually the first one was my fault. I mean, we showed a press. They called a timeout. I should have just dropped back. We stayed in it, and bam, like we gave it up. So you know, you get his wheels going. You don't want to see that. But then in the second half, we locked up. I mean, we just did a great
Jerry
job.
Batty was
he was determined. He knew, you know, when his guy, the guy he's guarding's leading him in scoring, he knows it's his time.
Okay.
I think one of the most impressive plays of the game was late in the game when The ball was knocked away right here at midcourt.
Yeah.
There were 2 guards for Middletown.
Yeah.
Kenyon Johnson looked like a guard. He went after it, knocked it away, and went coast to coast.
He's like the dancing bear. I mean, the kid can just, he amazes you sometimes with his movements, his
quickness.
His movements, his quickness, his step through. Seems like he covers like 10 feet on his step through to get to the basket. He got great hands, and you couldn't ask for a better. This is a great group of kids, top to bottom. But Kenyon is, Kenyon's a great kid, a hard worker. First one in the gym, last one out. Smile every day, and just a hard worker.
Talk about your approach to attacking the zone defense that Poolsville put on, and then Middletown, who's typically not a zone defensive program.
So Middletown zoned us last time, and then Poolsville did a great job on us the other night. So we really concentrated on working the ball side to side. We were too ball side dominant. We wouldn't move it, so we started moving it, put in a couple of wrinkles, and I thought we did a really good job with it, especially in the second half. First half we did a good job. We just didn't finish, right? So we just told them to keep plugging away, keep doing what we're doing, and we always talk about defense. So if we're playing defensively like that, we're going to be in any game, right?
And we talked about in pregame, first team to 50, and for a while there it looked like maybe you have to adjust that at halftime, but then your offense, the young men got their feet under them, started to knock down shots like you said. The attack seemed to be so much more confident tonight than it was versus Poolsville.
Most definitely. We were kind of apprehensive the whole night the other night, but they came out of it tonight, which is a good thing.
So I know you and Coach Brown really watch the brackets and stuff like that. We know you're here.
Yeah.
Any idea?
No. There's like, I think there's 3 or 4 coin flips. So hopefully they do it quickly, because we're ready to put some film in and get to work.
That's right.
Any idea what time that might happen?
I think it's going to be 4 on Saturday.
4 o'clock?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So we can get home before the sun goes down. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, we just know what to tell our wives now.
There you go. All right. Thanks, guys.
Well,
We
congratulations
appreciate
again, Mike.
Thanks. Congratulations.
I know my mom out in Florida. She's our dad in Florida.
Well, wave.
I'm sure she's
Hopefully
watching.
she's still watching.
So.
All right, Mike.
All right,
congratulations, bud. Good luck.
All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting win for the Walkersville Lions. They bring home the 2A West Region 2 plaque for the trophy case, cut down the net, and they're ready for Saturday. So that's it. Any final thoughts?
I'll make no bones about it. I'm a Walkersville guy. I grew up with Coach Mathis coaching, and it's great to see. Great to see he's built his program back.
Yes. On behalf of the entire team, myself, Michael Betteridge, Coach Rick Little, our videographer, Tyler Wilhelm, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night at Urbana High School, 7 p.m. tip-off. You don't want to miss that one.
Good night, all.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.